なさい。オーケー。
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Sweet Zombie Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna play some more Mario Kart, maybe some online, you know, see what's up. And, yeah, you know. I mean, my annoyance with people is immense, so I figure I could only raise it by playing some Mario Kart. So let's do that. Let's jump into it. Let's jump in. We're going to do some online multiplayer. We're not doing that. Alright. 2-player. Yep. This is the controller I want to use. Nintendo. No, no, no. Why is it doing that? Why are we thinking this is 2 different controllers? What are you doing to me here, game? Let's start. Single player. Go back. Man, people are super annoying. They don't make any sense. I don't know if they're lying to themselves or to me. You know? They say they don't want to do stuff, but then they do it anyway. It's interesting. It's interesting. Alright, we're popping in here. And so rather than be annoyed, I'm just going to play some games. Little Pauline. I mean, Sumo, you don't have a nose. Are you even people? You know? How it is? You know? That's all I'm saying. So I got gold in these cups. Oh, we'll go 100 cc. You know, we'll whip it up to 100 cc. We'll go in. We'll hook it up. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to do some multiplayer later. I did test out. I did bring my Switch 2 with me today to the house, and I tested out the online multiplayer on my satellite, you know, my Starlink Elon internet, and it worked incredibly well. 24 people, super clean and smooth. So it bodes well. Bodes well. You know, and that's what you got to do. You gotta get in there. Doing a little Pauline action. You know how it is. But yeah, we're gonna bounce around. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff. I'm tired. Did a whole bunch of work on the house today, and you know, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill, get stuff done. Oh, nice. What's on this Reuben? That's the real question. You know, waffle fries, no tots. I didn't even believe that this is Sumo Thori. You know. Exactly, emo. Exactly. Sometimes you gotta get a little Pauline action. It's how it is. Yeah. I regret nothing. No regrets. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Alright. Oh, these motherfuckers. Alright, get out of here. You guys get going. Let's get got. Do-do-do. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Big fan. I'm also glad to stream tonight, just because that thing sorted out that was going on last night, where it kept cutting out, kept pulling away from the Elgato. I wasn't a fan of that. I hate when things don't work. It's very annoying. You know. Oh, you know. You know, I like things to work, you know, the way they're supposed to. Very giant pet peeve of mine, you know. Yeah, exactly, you know. Sometimes you gotta. Get all up in here. Get all up in here. Get the drifting. Yeah, let's do it. Watch this. There we go. All types of annoyed. First they got them people. Man, it is. Listen. People are the most annoying thing on planet Earth. Just how it is. You know? But you know who's not annoying? Pauline. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. They tried to end me on the finish line. I like that about them. You know how it is? Oh, my arm's itchy. You know? You ever get that? You ever get that itch? I just got out of the shower. It's covered in dust of various types. Not a fan. You know? But it is what it is. You know? At least I'm doing this. How's the volume? Can you guys hear the game well? Can you hear me well? You know? Can you hear Ted dancing well? Can you hear the utter disdain in my voice for everyone on planet Earth? Okay. Thanks. I appreciate the feedback. I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna grab this box lunch. You know? Boom, let's eat that burger, son. You know? There's no place. It's like an annoyance with, like, humanity, right? Like, you know? You just kind of get tired of people and their ways. You know, just humanity. Just, you know. It's like a balloon that it pops and it gives you a small, like, start. You're like, huh? But then you get that small start 4 or 5 times and you're just like, man, this is fucking dumb. You know? Boom. We'll drop this down here. But yeah, everything's going good with the house, though. I am pleased to say. The Starlink satellite internet is quite excellent. Oh, look at these. Let's get back to this. Blue shell. Blue shell. Blue shell is you people. Right? The little people trying to hold me back. Right? I'm out there, I'm clearly in the lead, I'm winning at life. And then the blue shell comes in. Right? And it's because it's someone in the back. It's someone in the cheap seats. Right? Someone without the skill to be up front. Right? You know, without the charisma, without the character. Right? And yeah, and so I'm just like, man, what is it all about? Why am I even bothering? You know? That's the real question. So yeah, you gotta ask yourself that sometimes, right? You know? Why am I even bothering? You know? That's the question I ask myself. But then I go and work on my house and I feel better about it. You know? You know, life being that way. Listen, I don't need to be in crow makeup for this rant at all. That would make it more arousing, and you know, I'm trying not to do that right now. I'm just gonna drift in here though. Sweet flying. Oh, look at these motherfuckers trying to take me out. See, this is how it is. Can't even dodge this shit. Ho ho ho! These motherfuckers. Get out of my fucking way. See, and that's what you gotta do. You can't let someone pull ahead like that. They be cheap. And you know what I say? Get the fuck out of my way. I was here first. I am first. You know? All these motherfuckers trying to fucking slow my roll? I don't fucking think so. Disgusting. But yeah, you know. This is like a mango peach drink, by the way. Just in case anybody was wondering what I was drinking. It's quite good. Yeah. I'm the one who knocks. I'm the one who hangs up. And I'm the one who goes away. Oh my god. These motherfuckers. Taking all my box lunches. Getting all up in my business. I don't like it. I don't like it for them. I don't like it for me. But we're drifting. They robbed me. I know. Yeah, that's right. Emo knows what's up. Emo knows about good quality drinks. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what Emo knows, to be honest. Alright. Gonna throw this out here. Oh, look at this. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Boom. Look at all these clowns. Oh my god, get out of my way. Get out of Pauline's way. You bastards. I'm telling you. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? You know? Out here on these virtual kart streets. Being real. You know? Getting it done. You know? Boom. Boosting. Just living my best life. How is somebody ahead of me? It doesn't even make sense. You know? Someone throwing a boomerang at me? The Aussies are after me now? God damn. I don't want to be attacked by the Australians. I didn't sign up for that. You know? Nobody likes that. Not this guy, anyway. You know? And why is that? That's one of the... That's a weird comment. Damn, the Aussies lost the War of the Emus? God damn. Come on, let's drift again. Oh, this sodomizing motherfucker. Oh my god. He took my red shells. He took my only protection. He basically... Oh my god, these motherfuckers. That's right. Oh my god. We're grinding these rails. I'm getting this... Slipping in here. Slipping in here. Slipping in here. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Big old driftaroos. And the victory. You know? Yeah, listen. Listen, don't get sodomized on these virtual streets or any other street. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Incredible. 42. God damn. Next race. Yeah. Listen, never accept a sodomization from anyone. You know what I'm saying? You go out in these streets, you protect your back door. You know what I'm saying? You put a lock on it. You lock that back door. 42 is a rookie number. I agree. I agree. Because it should be 45, which means my championship record is tainted. I will both rue and lament this day. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Drifting. Slipping. Oh, look at these guys. Man, Luigi's got a cape. Or is that Waluigi? Oh, look at this. Yes. Take everybody's shit. Man, I'm a ghost. I'm a phantom. I'm a shadow of a shadow in a tracksuit. I'm just going. Alright, get fucking got. Do 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 do. Listen to this wholesome music. Let's go. Let's drift. You know? What do we got here? What? I don't even know what's happening. Do I need to put whatever on? Hold on. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna crouch this. See that? Those wall riding business? Why aren't you wall riding? It's a real thing. We're up here, we're drifting. Right? Right? Imagine the trash that I'm gonna talk. Robo Donkey Kong. Man, he's not playing. Uh-oh. And Pauline knows about Robo Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying? Knows what's up. Knows what time it is. Look at this boosting. Damn. Let's go. Why is this game so good? Right? Like, that's the real question you gotta ask yourself. Why is this game so excellent? Why is this launch game the game I'm gonna be playing like 5 years from now? You know what I'm saying? It's that good. I can already feel how good it is. Right? Like, it's too good. Man, can you do this on other Mario Karts? I don't think you can. God damn it, sweet zombie Jesus. Incredible. Alright, we're drifting. We're drifting. Alright, we're getting in here. We're hitting this. Oh yeah. What are you like? That's what you should ask yourself. And then say, why you like this? That's the real question. Alright, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, 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 oh! Sweet, sweet, merciful. Oh. Oh, slip and fall accidents ruin lives. Why? Why? Damn it, monkey. Let's go. Oh, man. Fucking Tropic Thunder. What a fucking great movie. What a great movie. Goddamn. Damn, if they offer sodomy, they probably have herpes. Man, way to disparage a large group of people. Damn. Out here, and in Men's Mental, Health Awareness Month. Jeez, emo out here, really dropping bombs on another community. All right. Yeah, see, I feel like that is something that you would do. I respect it. Other people doing shit I don't respect, but I kind of respect that. All right, why is it saying 2-player? Why is it doing this? I don't want to play 2-player. Why? No one likes 2 people. No one likes 2 players. Let's get in here. Let's get some. Nah, we're gonna go. Where are we going here? What are we doing here? We're getting a little Rosalina action. Ready to race. Like I'm like, I really love racing. Some might say I'm a racist, and they'd be correct. This Rob Hog seems to be the time and the place. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're getting in here. See, I do like this. Like, this is like the open world, right? I'm in this is the online world, or hub, or whatever you want to call it, is essentially the lobby, right? Like, you're just driving around, chilling in this lobby while you're waiting for the race to start. That's pretty cool. You know? Like, I can just wander and go wherever while I'm waiting for everybody to get on this race action. Right? That's just me. You know? Taking out signage. Killing hobos. You know? It's just how it is. I'm gonna eat this burger. Then I'm gonna be like Thug Life, Rosalina. You know? Just like all women, they're for the streets. Let's go. I'm just gonna zip through here, see what's up, get some sweet gas. Man, the next available race. Sit tight, dog. Mm-hmm. So what's everybody doing this hot June day? What is it, the 7th? 7th or 8th of June? You know? How's everybody feeling about June so far? You know? That's the real question. Oh yeah. So I'm feeling about June. Possibly July. You know? Oh, I see. Nice. See, I had that thought too, right? I had the thought that I'd come home from working on the house, grab a shower, you know, maybe play some fork knife, and then I was like, nah, fork knife, nah. Let's play some Mario Kart. And then I said, man, I do have shit that I gotta be working on. I have things to finish, all kinds of stuff. And then I said, you know what? Mario Kart. Mario Kart won out. And I'll just get back to the artistry Sunday or Monday, you know? Once the labor-intensive stuff is going, I'll just chill for a few hours here. Cold fries are the worst, right? Like, if they're... Okay, here's the thing. The only time you can ever reheat a fry is if it's covered in gravy, right? Like, if there's just a bunch of fries sitting in gravy, then, you know, super good, right? Just heat them up and you get this, like, potato gravy, you know, hopefully it's poutine. You got a cheese mush. You know, and then, and only then, can you find yourself, you know, in that situation. You microwave fries, you're a monster. You're a monster, Noah. Why would you do this? You know? Why? What's pretty cool, speaking of air fryer, I bought a new fridge and stove for this house, and the stove has a built-in, like, air fryer thing in it, like where you normally put your pizza or your whatever, right? I'm going to be racing. Yeah, I'm in a lobby technically. The open world is the lobby, right? So I'm waiting for real human beings, you know, so I can yell at them, profanities, say things to them, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, tell them, give them the business. Although I don't have a mic on, so they're not gonna, like, you know, little Joey isn't gonna know, you know, that I, you know, had sexual relations with his mom, you know, right? Like, little Joe, like, this isn't Xbox Live days. This is an Xbox 360, right? COD lobbies, you know, where you would jump in, you know, yell at everyone, you know, tell everybody you were going to kill them while their mother watched and you were having sex with them at the same time. You know, it's not the good old days, right? Here we go. All right. Let's go to Cheap Cheap Falls. Everybody's going to vote. See, all these people are going to vote on the track they want. And then whichever track gets the most votes, that's the track we go to. Democracy in action. You know? Everybody likes it. Everybody likes democracy. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely scared. You know. It's a reality of the situation. You know, classic. Listen, you know, Noah raises a good point, right? He raises a valid point that's been tried, tested, and true, scientifically backed even. You know, there's real science behind what Noah's saying here. Just, you know, science. I like it. I like it for them. I like it for everybody. You know? You know? I don't know. Yeah, Fortnite's the worst. The people who play Fortnite are the worst. Like, you know, it's mostly 12-year-olds, right? And if they're playing Fortnite, that's the worst. So yeah, I'm racing all these randos. Uh-oh. Oh, look out. See, look, Sonic Man 90, right? If he's got Sonic in his name, you know he's a bad person. Right? Like, look at these. Mechon? The hell? What the hell's Mechon? Mechon these nuts. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I am impressed at how smooth this whole thing is. Yeah, that's right. Get wrecked. You know, when you're racing against 24 people, and it's so clean, it's actually pretty impressive. Oh, you son of a bitch. That motherfucker. Why would he use that right beside me, the cow guy? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are gonna get everything they deserve. Oh my god. Oh, what's this? Get fucking wrecked, everybody. Oh, what's this? Oh, how you living? That's right. Boom. Get got. Got Jimmy, little Justin. Little bastards. You'll pay for your fucking crimes. That's right, you will. That's right. You fucker. Get going. Goddamn fucking cows. Alright. Man, Sonic Man 90 is gonna really pay. His mom is gonna feel it in the morning. You know? Let's go. God damn it. God damn it! God damn it. Listen, guys. Unreal. I bet against like 24 people all gunning for me. Every single one of them has it out for me because I slept with their mom. Right? They all know this. They all know. Each and every single one of them know. Yeah. Yeah, the chances of all these kids being 11 is high. You know, 11 going on 40. You know? Alright, we're waiting for the next race to start. I'm telling you. Oh, someone say, here's what I'm gonna say. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Alright. Moo Moo Meadows. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have gotten fifth. Get out of here. Goddamn fucking hobos. Backseat. Fucking... No. No. I almost said something. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. You are the... Listen, I voted for you, Noah. I voted for you. Okay, hold on. Watch this, Noah. Now I'm driving this truck, and I'm running stuff over. You know? You can actually get that during the races, too. You know? That's just me. Alright. Let's get in here. We'll boost right off the start. Away we go. Alright, get out of my way, Justin. That's your real fucking name. Yeah, you get out of my... Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh! Okay, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Raw Ramen. That person's name... Is that Shelby? Raw Ramen? Alright, let's go, boys and girls. We're getting in here. We're boosting. Shit's flying. Literally. Coins. Let's go. Man, Hammer Brothers. Whoa! My God, why? Jesus Christmas. Look at these motherfuckers. Alright, get out of my way. Everybody. Everybody, get the fuck out of my way. You know? Get... Oh my God, why? Alright, let's go over here. Let's get a sandwich. Oh my God. That's right, I'm boosting, Queen. That's right. Let's go. Oh my God, you motherfuckers. Alright, here we go. This is where we cause the chaos. Everybody get fucked. Everybody's now a Goomba. Right? If you weren't a Goomba before, you are now. Son of a bitch! Son of a bee sting! Listen, what's this? Everyone's paying attention to me. How dare you? How dare you assume otherwise? See? Oh. Let's go. Marcel. Question. He doesn't even know if he's Marcel? Damn, that's the most dangerous game when you don't even know who you are. Son of a bitch! Fucking motherfuckers. Oh, Reed. I see how it is. I see how all you motherfuckers are. You'll all pay for your fucking crimes, that's for sure. Man. God damn. These guys. These guys. Let's go. That's right, everybody. Prepare to get fucking nuked. Woohoo! This goddamn motherfucker with his bullet bill sodomizing everybody. Nobody likes it. Let's fucking go. Go, fucking gadget gone. Alright, let's drift-a-roo. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Come on, come on. Let's fucking go. Let's kill everybody. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Boop, 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 boop. Doing tricks. Like all your moms, I'm out here doing tricks. Do. Oh my fucking Christ. Are you kidding me right now? And that brought me down. I was in 7th. Your mom waits too long to drift. I mean, I'm sorry, Noah. I'm sorry. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. When I see Noah out here cleaning up in Mario Kart, then, you know, then I'll be concerned. But until that day, meh. You know? Sorry, I'm going drifting. Going drifting. Oh yeah, there we go. I performed a lot of tricks, dog. Yeah, let's go. Airship Force, Dry Bones Burnout, or Toad's Factory. Where should we go? Huh? Where would you, as the viewer, like me to go? You know? That's the real question. Airship Fortress? Dry Bones Burnout? Okay, Dry Bones Burnout. There we go. Noah with the quickness. Noah in here with the quickness. Emo in here with kind of the quickness, but not the quickness. You know? It looks like Dry Bones Burnout is going to be what it is. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Damn. Damn. All right. Airship Fortress it is. Get wrecked, everybody. Get wrecked. Yeah, it's like ordering food, right, Noah? It's like, what do you want to eat, right? They never know. Right? They're always with the questions. It's like, what's with the food? And you're like, eat it. Just eat the goddamn food. That's what it is. What do you want? It's not like it's the only meal you're ever going to get. You can get a different meal tomorrow. Or the next meal. There's 3 meals in a day, potentially, right? Why has it got to be such a fucking problem? Just fucking order some food. You know? Exactly. Alright, we're in second. We're in third. We're in fourth. We're in sixth. Alright, we're whipping up here. There we go. Let's get some coins. Some coins going, dog. Call me Coin Dog. Or Corn Dog? I want this outfit. Oh ho ho! Let's go. Oh, I did get the bounce? Okay. Let's go. Man, oh Chavez. I'm driving like an ape? Are you kidding me? Have you seen my existence? Wow. 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 An ape. Man. This is rich. This is rich coming from a guy in his gym. Alright, let's go. Boom. Boom. These big boosts. Let's go. Oh shit. We're whipping through. We're whipping through. We're up here. We're going here. We're doing the Mario. Oh, look at this hot, molten rock coming down from the skies. You know? Yeah, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Get got. I got third. Damn. What's up, Black Lives or Black Scamps? BL or BS? You know what I'm saying? Yep. Listen, that may be the case. But you know, it is what it is. You know? Sometimes. No. Do. Alright. I'm gonna drift around here. See what's up here this time. Yes. Yes. So how goes it, Black Lives or Black Scamps, this fine evening, since you just got here? You know. I'm on a bitter tirade against humanity, you know? But how are you? This thing's positive for you. Dry Bones. Okay, we're gonna go with Dry Bones Burnout again. Damn, I got third. Alright, listen, I just got third. What do you want from me? Hmm? You know? Look at that. Why is this game so good? That's the real question. You know, and why are you guys all left wanting? You know what I mean? Like, that's... Sumo, how you doing today? How's your arm? How's your bicep that you tore? You know? Listen, that'll prove that I care and that I was listening. You know? That's the reality, right? Yeah, listen. I don't even wake up anymore. I don't even think any of this is real, right? Like, I think I died. I died 2 years ago, and this is my hell, right? Like, every day is a fresh hell. And, yeah. Yeah. That's where we are. Where every day is a fresh hell. Yeah. Damn, wait, you're black? That's weird. I'm just saying. That wasn't on my bingo card. I guess we'll go around this hole. This gaping maw. Let's go. Do 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 do. Yes. Oh, this Mechon. Mechon's still here, causing me grief. Fuck this guy. You know? Let's go. Let's go. No, we're slipping over here. Man, this fucking Japanese penguin's gonna fucking get it. You know? Look at this guy. Don't you start slipping over here, fucking Nippon penguin. The only Nippon you'll be getting is the side of the head, you know what I'm saying? Bam. Alright, go. I swear to God. Let's go. These motherfuckers. Alright. I'm telling you. Listen. Sometimes you have to get in here and you gotta get got. You know? You gotta put your dues in. You gotta put your gots in. Your gits. You know? Oh, Mechon, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Sorry what happened to you. Marcel. Oh ho ho. Wee wee. Get fucking owned. Oh, Japanese penguin. Let's go, good sir. Yes. My God. What are you doing to me? You know? Let's go. Man, goddammit, I hate my life. Why? I'm not... I didn't turn ranks on. I'm 10th. What are you talking about? Listen, the Nippon penguin is getting it. You know? That's all I can say. Listen, and I wasn't in... Listen, Sumo, I wasn't in support of... What is it? AAPI? Like, literally, it's a bunch of you sad Asians groping and moaning about how you're not fucking Asian enough. It's the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It happens every year. And it's just like, dude, you're an Asian. Your genetics say so. Just fucking, I don't know, research your history or something. Ask your mom or grandmom about your history. And stop being a fucking whiny bitch about it. That's my problem with fucking that AAPI month. You know, and maybe it's exclusive to comics weirdos, right? Like, it's one of those things, like, no, listen, Jason, you're in your own weird little hug box. That's a different story, right? That's a completely different story. The Asians, they're not in a hug box, they're like in a cry fucking casket, you know? It's like, I'm not Asian enough. Why am I not Asian enough? And then And then they sit around and go, there aren't enough Asians. I'm glad I finally found some Asians in comics. I'm like, bitch, all of Japan and China and Korea, they all fucking make comics. Like, all these motherfuckers are making comics. And you're like, there's no Asians making comic books. This is a really unique and new thing to me. I'm glad I found some. They're so rare. It's so uncommon. It's like, good God. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. God damn it. Right? Like, I don't know, I find it all super weird, right? Like, I don't wake up and think like, oh man, I better put on my straight white pride shirt today. Like, the whole concept of these, like, just retardation these people are going through, where they're just, like, destined to fucking wallow in some kind of weird, like, I don't know, fucking, what, like imposter syndrome, maybe? Like, I don't fucking know. They're just, like, all wandering around like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not Asian enough. Like, get out of here. Like, just do something with your life. I don't care what color your skin is. Just be useful to yourself and people around you. That's pretty much all you need to do as a human being. You know. God. But here we are. Here we are. Exactly, exactly. God damn. Let's go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, look at this. I'm back far enough that I got a blue shell. Look at that moai head. Sumo, do you recognize that moai head? Look at them, the sunglasses. Let's go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, let's hit this. Let's hit it. Let's go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fourth. Yeah, that's right. Everybody, yeah, smash that, man, smash that like button. Like it owed you monies, you know? I don't know, you know? I don't know. Share it out on social media. Tell your mom about streaming. You know? I know your mom likes it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is sad, Noah. It is sad. Right? Like I'm gonna have to commit, you know, Sudoku as it is. Right? Oh, yeah, let's go. All right, let's just wander. You know? Oh! We found a coin. Let's go. Got a peach medallion. You know what I'm saying, girl? Damn, girl. You got that peach medallion. Oh, yeah. We're going to Koopa Troopa Beach. Doof. Yep. The Doof has joined. Look at all these motherfuckers. Why are they picking the train one? These assholes. I don't like their attitude. You know? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we're driving slow in the dirt here. There we go. You know? But that's just me. That's just me. It's me slipping and sliding, dipping, and diving. You know? You know? I hope I'm not covering up too much of the corner of the screen here. You know? Damn Coopers. 30% America. Oh, damn. Damn, it's true. Damn, those Coopers. Motherfucking Coopers. Cooper on Cooper crime is outrageous. It's true. Right? Like, they blame cops, right? But they're doing the work themselves, right? Like, you want to see a group just totally sacrifice their own population to themselves and make themselves look like clowns. It's the damn fucking Coopers. I agree. Right? You know what my favorite, like, kind of new phenomenon is when people, you know, when Coopers, when Coopers watch videos about how enslaved the Irish were, and are totally like, oh, and they're not complaining about it, and they're not asking for reparations. Like, that's my favorite. That's my favorite kind of weird trend on like YouTube. They're just like, oh, really? Interesting. Oh, we're just going. What is this car doing? Why is this car in my... What the sweet zombie Jesus? Get out of my way. Sweet zombie Jesus. Oh, please don't go, girl. Who's your favorite new kid? Call me Joey. Call me Donnie. You know? Man, I am way back here. What? That's true. It is true, right? Like, if you're not selling people, you're not even part of history, really. Right? Like, you're sitting on the sidelines. Like, if you're like the Dutch were huge into slave trading. Like, what are we even talking about here? Those guys weren't just building windmills and shit. You know? Like, what are we talking about? You guys all think it's all fun and games until the Dutch get a hold of you. And then it's a big deal, you know? Nobody wants to know what the Dutch have been up to. That's the real shit too. The Dutch. You know? You know? This all my streams take a turn, though. Like, and sumo. Like, every one of them. You know? Yeah, listen, I think BL, like, Black Lives or Black Scans, he's the only one I can trust, right? It's the only real one out there. Everybody else, man, what are you doing? I'm gonna see if I can get up here. See if I can get that coin. You know? Let's go. Let's drive. See, there's a coin right there. I want it. I want it. I want it. I gotta swing around here. I gotta swing. Oh wait, I can go this way. Do. Yes, give me this. Give it. Yes. Got a medallion. Ah. I mean, you can listen. You can nominate whoever you want. It is a free country. You know? You can't take all this losing, know it, man? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is it too real for you? Does it remind you of yesterday? The day before? The day before that? You know? It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Listen, I wanted to try the online out and see what it was like. You know, see how choppy or not choppy it is, you know. All that kind of fun. And it's actually been really impressive. Like, a lot of people aren't ghosting or doing any of that kind of stuff. You know. So I've been pleased. I've been pleased. You know. Yeah. So we'll just keep going. Keep drifting. Seeing how it goes. Let's go. I'm also really impressed with, like, the track variety. There's a lot going on. Damn. Let's go. Let's murder these fools. Oh, this little crab guy's gonna get it. He doesn't even know it. Who's this pirate? Is that Wario? What the hell? Incredible. Let's go. Oh my god, this big fish. Son of a bitch. You know? Sometimes you're out there and there's... Holy shit, look at that whale. Man. No one No one's as big as that whale. I hear wailing. Damn, girl. Why you wailing? Waylon Jennings? Willie Nelson? Let's go. Oh, that's what I could be doing. There we go. There we go. You're starting 150cc, you bet you're going to get first. Listen, I don't believe that for a second. And you're not playing online. Like, I can get first. If I switch out of here, if I just stroll out of here and go back into the cups, I'm going to win all day. Right? Like, dubs 24/7. You know? I'm telling you. There's just a sad... Look at the sadness that is... I'm not disparaging you. I'm just being real, you know? I'm curious if, during this part of the game, if I can switch vehicles. Like, can I actually, like... Can I actually... Oh, I can change my character. Cool. Get in here. Who are we gonna be? That's the real question. Here we go. We'll go Pauline. Carpet Flyer. Or the Blast Round. Oh, and you can also see the stats. I'm looking for something with some good speed. You know? That's what I want. Yeah. Acceleration. That speed's good. This boat. Ooh, the speed is good on that. The weight's heavy though. I don't want the weight. I don't want the speed or the weight. Listen, guys, let's go to far away oasis. You know? That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna pop up here while this race thing starts. You know? I'm gonna question my life. You know? Question all my choices. How did I get here? You know? I seen all the signs. You know? Maybe I chose to ignore some of them, you know? Maybe that's what happened. That's actually what happened. Alright, let's go. Let's hit these jumps. Ooh. Swing over here, let's get the dubs. Yes, let's go. Let's get this lunch. Oh my god. We're trying, yeah, that's right. Go. You know? Always go with your gut. I think it's the key. Right? My gut here is saying drift. Drift. Yes. We're walking through here. Oh, let's go. Can I take a shortcut right here? Yeah, let's go. Oh, you son of a bitch. Get going. Go. Look at these dinosaurs. Wow. Dinosaurs. Oh, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Oh, you know what I'm gonna play, though? I should play that Fast Fusion again, since I won't be flipping out again. You know? Boo. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me right now? Incredible. Unreal. What, is Pauline getting put on a pirate ship? crashing on an island and being cast away. You know? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Drifting, Pauline. Oh, Uchi saying good luck, Silius. Return to Silius? Go easy on you. Never. You know? Let's go. We already did that. Ready to... Let's go to Great Block Ruins. You know? Great Block Ruins. That's why I'm easy. Easy like a Sunday morning. You know? Alright. No! I wanted that lunch. But I'll take both of them. Do. The course has been selected. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know? There are more people watching this than should be. You know what I mean? As I just sit here and play Mario Kart and rant. Be disgruntled. Let's go. Man, raw ramen. Oh, there's that fucking Nippon penguin. Motherfucker. Oh my god. I think so. I think this is driver training. Or maybe this is where they mostly learn to drive. Maybe Mario Kart is the reason why they can't drive. Oh my god. It's too real. It's too real. Oh my god. It's too real. Let's go. These motherfuckers. Alright, I'm flying. I'm zipping and dipping. Slipping and clipping. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Alright, we're going big. Gonna run these mofos up. Man, why is this game so good? It's so ridiculous. Unreal. The hell? I'm a piranha plant? The F? But I'm not eating people? You know? I don't even know. Are you kidding me, game? Oh my god, for the love of colonoscopies. You know? Asking me what my colon can do for you. Oh. Are you kidding me, game? Oh, we got potential. Got potential. God damn it. Fourth. Listen, this is true. Truer words have never been spoken. You do have to be next to them to eat them. This is true. This is very true. You know, you can't dine in or eat out. You know, unless you're next to them. This is very true. I agree. You know? Just out here with science. Science-based facts. you know? Okay, Peach Stadium, Salty Speedway, or Peach Beach. Two peaches. You could eat 2 possible peaches. Which one? The beach or the stadium? That's the real question. You know? Salty. Alright, we're going salty. Man, I'm not salty at all. You guys don't even know what salty is. Unreal. I'm the least salty dog, you know? Let's go. You know? The spice must also flow. You know what I mean? You know? Let's get in here. Let's get going. And guess what? It didn't matter. Didn't matter. They chose the Peach Stadium. The crowd demanded it. Look at that, I'm first for 2 seconds. Get hype. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Damn, we're going. Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. That's why I'm easy. Oh my god. Sweet zombie Jesus. You know? Let's go. Why are there so many pipes here? You know? This isn't the projects. Why are there so many pipes here? Boosting the night away. Do 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 do. All right. Like, is that person's name Pro Cutesy? That's ridiculous. They need to pay. Get out of my fucking way. Are you kidding me right now? With your ways? This game. Unreal. Go, 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 go. Unreal. You're drifting. What's that? Exactly. Who is laying all these pipes? It's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, let's be honest here. No. Oh, God. Let's go. Oh, someone got squazzled. Oh, they're unworthy of the squeeze. Alright, let's go. God, I'm frozen like a block of frozen ice. God damn it, Brack. Senior science. Let's go. Uh-oh. Unreal. 15th. God damn. Right? Listen. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. You know, but like, is the pipe worth the squeeze, or is the juice? You know what I'm saying? Is it worth the effort to lay it? That's the real question. It's the question you got to ask yourself on a daily basis. You know, I'm gonna jump and boost here. Do a little wall ride. Let me get this little grip in here. Do 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 do. But yeah, the drift button, you can just hold the drift button in, and then you can just like charge up a boost, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of an interesting new mechanic. How the hell do I get that coin? Okay, Moo Meadows, Cheap Cheap Falls, or Faraway Oasis. Huh? Huh? Or Random. What about Random? You know what I mean? Sometimes you're out there, you're Randam, Jean-Claude Randam. You know, we're going Cheap Cheap Falls. You guys are too slow on the upkeep, on the uptake. Look at that! Oh shit! That's a fucking big bee. You see that bee? You see the size of that fucking bee out there? Damn. That's a ridiculously large bee. The course has been selected. Bob. Bob, 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 Bob. You know? Man, I gotta get up. I gotta go buy a bunch of stuff. I gotta go pick up batteries. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go pick up batteries for my, you know, cordless tools. I ordered 2 new batteries. Because now I'm a guy who buys tools. You know, that kind of shit. As bizarre as that is. Alright, let's go. God damn it, go. Boo. All of this. Let's go. Yes, everybody get got. Raw ramen. I swear that's Shelby. Oh, get bombed. You son of a bitch. Man, the Japanese are out in full force tonight. It's a real Pearl Harbor out here. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, damn. Right? You gotta drop those bombs. Do-do-do. Yeah, oh, have a good night. See you later. Man, why am I a weird... Oh, that's not enough. Look out for that cow. God damn it. Dude, 2 cows. 2 cows, 1 cup. Oh, Saturday. Right, yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. God damn. These weeks are not getting any shorter. I'll tell you that. For real. For real. But yeah, it's pretty good. Got a fridge and a stove put into place. Just got new Starlink internet put in it. Everything works. We're almost in there. We're almost in there. I still got to put the sink and countertop in the kitchen. Still a few things like that to go, and then I'll be able to fully move in. Pretty good. Pretty stoked about it. And then I'll actually be able to get back to the irony. The irony is the purchase of the house was so that I could actually, you know, focus and work on art full time, right? The irony of that is now all I do is work on this goddamn house, and it has made far less time for art, which is very annoying. Very annoying. So I'm working to have the freedom to do the thing I want to be doing, but it's taking away from the thing I want to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, but we'll put it this way: by the end of July, I should be exactly where I want to be, and stuff like this will be happening way more often, but with art. You know, doing the Lord's work as it is. You know, getting out there, getting the art on. So yeah, but yeah, working all day, and then working all week, and then going to the house and working on that. It's like I have 2 jobs now, and then when I have time, I'm doing commission stuff and my own comic stuff, and like just Unreal. Unreal the time sink the house has become. Because usually on the weekends, that's kind of when you would have the time to do all the extra stuff, right? Like, and so yeah, it's been a real, like, it's been a real fucking time sink. And I didn't expect it to be so. It also, there's been some situations where the house needed more work than originally was thought. So that's actually a big part of the issue, right? So, but it is what it is, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound kind of thing. And so you just kind of got to go put in the work and, you know, understand that every little bit that gets done leads, you know, is closer to being fully in the house. And so that's exciting. That in and of itself is pretty cool. Let's bomb all these motherfuckers, you know? Somehow that didn't put me ahead anymore, but you know how it is. Oh, we're boosting. My God. Are we kidding? Are we kidding right now? There we go. We'll slip and dip and zip. Oh God. We're boosting. Oh, for the love of God. Get going. See, this is what I'm talking about. If this was a skill-based affair, I wouldn't be dealing with this torment, this constant, you know, little people trying to drag me down, you know? That's just how it is. Right? Like Mario Kart is like the perfect thing where merit doesn't matter. It's like, you could be great at racing games, but some dickhole with a blue shell is going to wreck you because he's way at the back of the pack and somehow gets to influence and destroy everything you've worked so hard for. It's interesting. Alright, let's go. Right? See how they like it. You know? Let's go. Boom. Yep, no merit, all guerrilla tactics. What is this? The North American comic book industry? God. Incredible. Incredible. You know how it is? I think so. I think so. But yeah. And there'll be sumo stuff in July. I should be free for that stuff. I was just way too busy and way too tired. When the last tournament was, I was like, man, I don't want to sit there for, you know, 4 or 5 hours and then have to, you know, get up at like 7 in the morning after the thing ends at like 5:30 or 6, you know. Screw that. So yeah, so I bounced on the last sumo stream. Or set of sumo streams, I guess would be the way to look at it. And I was just like, yeah, I'll show up next month or next tournament. Well, the hopping. Let's go. But yeah, it's all good. Man, people left, yet it went up 2 viewers. Alright, carry on. I'll allow it. But yeah. But I think, yeah, I'll play a few more of these races, then I'll mess around with some other stuff, you know? See what's going on. Just you? You're 2 people? You count for 2 people? You got 2 accounts? Just strolling up in here? Because I'll allow it. I'll allow that. Look at these guys. Let's go. That's right. I'm boosting inside. No. God damn. No, no, no. I meant like K-pop left, and then it went up 2 viewers, is what I'm saying. I just looked over at the concurrence. Do. So it could be lurkers, you know how it is. I'm cool with it. I'll take all the watch hours I can get, as I try to slowly get to 500, so I can get monetized. You know. Oh, Emo's still here. Excellent. So, okay, here we go, Emo. You said you were in art school or taking some kind of art type courses. What are you taking? Like, what are you like? Is it what are you doing? You know, that's what I'm asking. What is your modus operandi? You know, visual art. So, like, are you doing like? Is it like a kind of like combined course, like where it's like photography and graphic design, and you know, is it like kind of like a grab bag kind of course, or is it focusing on anything specifically? Ooh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Oh. Digital and traditional. Okay. Yeah, because like the one of the courses I took had photography in it, so you had to go out and do all kinds of photo shoots and do all this other stuff, and then there was like a digital, like it was all Photoshop and all that kind of stuff, and then you did like life drawing and nude drawing and you know all that kind of stuff, right? It was like a pretty comprehensive kind of, you know, jack of all art trades kind of course. And it like when I was taking it, it was really interesting because like we had some people who were just there like for the photography aspect of it, and they were like snooty. There was like this dude from Montreal, and he was all like, you know, constantly talking about the Titanic, and like, listen, Sumo, I didn't even mention any of those photos. You know? More art history courses. Oh, okay. But yeah, it was super funny, right? So we had this like really like snobby French dude from Montreal in this course that I was in, and so he's constantly talking about the Titanic movie and talking about like the, you know, the photo, the way it was shot, and how they incorrectly rolled the wine bottles in the movie whenever they were serving the wine. And so anyway, he hated me. He absolutely fucking hated me. Because we had all these projects in the photo aspect of the course. And so I'm kind of like no nonsense. Like I'm just not an artsy fartsy artist, right? Like, and so I'm very no nonsense about the aspect of design and visual design and even photography, right? But I also wouldn't do any of my course projects. I wouldn't do any of the work until the day of, right? Like I was like, why would I spend all this time on something? It's just you execute the idea, take the shots, and develop the film, right? And so I would just do the work, right? Like that day. And so anyway, we had this like he lost his shit in a class. We had to show like rot and decomposure and all that stuff like that. And so I went outside and got some dirt, and one of the guys was like in the like break room, and he was eating rice. And so like I took some of his white rice and blended it all in with this dirt and then wet it. And then we took photos of it. And so the photography teacher was just blown away by it. Like, he was just like, oh, he's like, it looks like they're maggots. Like, where did you find these maggots rolling around in this dirt? Like, oh, this is a great shot, blah, 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 blah. And this French guy stood up in the class, and he was just like, oh, like, you know, he was like half cursing in French and like saying all this stuff. And he's like, he did that at lunch. He did that at lunch. Like, he was like trying to like rat me out, like that I just did my project, like right then and there, like literally like an hour before the class, like before we were supposed to put in these projects, right? And so the teacher was just like goo goo gaga over these like decomposing shots that I took. And so this guy was losing his shit, just flipping out in the class. And then the teacher was like, you know, like, okay, what does that matter, right? And so I explained to him how I did it, and he's like, you like made the shot. And I was like, yeah. Like, I was like, it's rice, some coffee grinds, and some dirt. And so the French guy was losing his shit, and he like, for like literally weeks, he was like just mad at me because like the teacher was like, this is one of the best photos I've seen, just going on and on and on about it. And yeah, it was super funny. And I'm just like, yeah, like that's how the work is supposed to be. It's supposed to happen in the moment. You're supposed to kind of know what you're doing and just execute. Like, you have the idea, you execute on it, and you get it done, right? And so yeah, so this French guy hated me in photography class like for the rest of the year. Like, he was just like super pissed and like constantly just kind of side-eyeing me all the time. And yeah, it was just the funniest shit. Like, just like, dude, calm down. Calm down. But yeah. Debate on signing up for an animation course that you completed most of the prerequisites. You kind of figure that shit will also be an Adobe program. Yeah, like either Adobe or Clip Studio. You know, and there's a lot of that stuff. Like, even Blender and a lot of these things actually just, you know, I don't know, we're in a really incredible time, right, for like art and design and just learning, right? Like, you can just go on YouTube and there's a tutorial for anything, right? Yeah, Clip Studio is really good, like especially for animation and stuff like that, and like, you know, all that stuff. Like, I've been slowly trying to switch over from Photoshop to Clip Studio. Because, like, it's just, you know, I'm on CS6, and, you know, I just haven't wanted to, like, be in the Adobe kind of suite of products, you know, because they're doing a sub. Like, you know, if you're subscribing for a program, you don't own it. You're constantly paying for it. And at least with Clip Studio, you can do animation, you can do, you know, comics, manga, any kind of graphic design work, whatever, and you just buy it, right? You just actually can buy the software and own it, you know. And I don't know, I'm just big on ownership, right? Like, you should be able to own the software. And Adobe's just, I just think they're greedy. I just think they're slimy. Like, that's my biggest problem with Adobe, right? Like, there's ways to go about things, and it seems like at every turn Adobe has decided to take the wrong way to do it. But, you know, that's just me. Yeah, like, and that's the thing, like, but the problem with me is that I've been using Adobe Photoshop for so long that just natural muscle memory is there. So it's like I've been trying to implement using Clip Studio on a more regular basis. So I just build up, you know, just being used to the way the hotkeys work and all that kind of stuff. You know, because it's really annoying when you have a pen tablet and you're using the pen tablet, and, you know, the little button on the pen tablet for your entire life has been to adjust the size of your brush. And then in Clip Studio, that same button is a color grab. So if you want to, like, sample a color, and it just throws me off. It just, every time, I'm just like, oh, and it's just, the Photoshop use and hotkeys and stuff is just so ingrained in my head. It's brutal. And so, yeah, I've been trying to slowly retrain myself to kind of be on clip, and doing a little bit of Blender because there's some 3D animation and model stuff that I got to do, all kinds of stuff. And I'm working on a game right now. I've been hired to work. I do all the character design and stuff like that for an indie game, and so I'm working on that on the side. Just a bunch of stuff like that. It's just my cup and my plate runneth over / are incredibly full right now. But it's one of those things where it's like I've always kind of wanted to like kind of stretch those different muscles and actually work on someone else's kind of like ideas, like as far as like where they're like, oh, I think the character is this type of thing, but you can do whatever you want, right? And so it's kind of like they have the idea, but like I'm executing on the idea, and so that's exciting to me, like, right, to help somebody build their world. And so yeah, that's going to be fun. Exactly. All right, we're going. We're drifting. We're drafting. Yeah, that's also like Adobe's doing some wild stuff, right? Like all their practices are just super anti-consumer, right? Like, it's one of those things when like a company like Microsoft is more consumer friendly than you are, you done fucked up, right? Like that's just straight up it, right? Like when like other big huge corporations are way more consumer friendly than Adobe is, it's like, come on. Yeah. Well, like, and that's the thing too, right? Like, because the way the Adobe subscription works right now, right, you have to be online to use it. You have to be online to get the updates. You have to, sub into the suite. I think unless you're a student, right, like you may be able to get like a student version of Adobe Photoshop or InDesign or Illustrator or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not. It's definitely not as clean and easy as it used to be, where you could just be like, "Hey, I want Adobe Photoshop." Like CS6 is the last one I bought and paid for, and you can just use it. You just literally fire it up, use it. It works. It still does everything it's supposed to do, but very, very annoying that I can't just buy whatever Photoshop currently is at now, whatever numbering it would be, and just have it. Just be like, okay, I bought Photoshop. I gave you, even if it was $800, right? It's crazy expensive to just buy Photoshop, but it's one of those things, right? Like where it's like it takes money to make money. It's kind of the cost of doing business. So if I'm making my living using Photoshop, sure, $800 is a big chunk of money, but over the course of a year, 2 years, whatever, you're gonna more than make that money back. Just using it for color work or coloring your own work or any of the other graphic design stuff I do, right? So yeah, if I could just buy Photoshop every handful of years and to keep current, I'd do that. But at this point, it's like way more efficient to like use Clip Studio or branch out to some of the other like I hear GIMP's getting really good. Procreate, a lot of people are really excited about Procreate. What's it, Kira or whatever it is, that other one that's free. I know a lot of people like that, because there's just a lot of people trying to kind of, cut ties with Adobe. And I don't blame them. Yeah, Krita. Yeah, I knew it started with a K. K-R something, or Kira, Krita, whatever. But yeah, I knew what I was talking about. And so did you. But yeah, like, and so yeah, there's a lot of people doing that kind of stuff. And so yeah, like, I don't know, there's plenty of options. And so like, and that's kind of the thing, right? You would think Adobe would be, I don't know, a little trying to be a bit more competitive, since the market is currently pretty flooded with options, right? Like it's no longer like it's Adobe and nothing else, right? Like there's like GIMP is still a thing, and so yeah, it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, you guys should be getting out there and putting out like maybe a Adobe Lite or something like that, some kind of entry level option that people can get in there, right? Yeah, I don't know. I just like, it just feels like there's an arrogance to that company as far as what they're doing, right? So that's just me, right? Like, I'm just kind of like, guys, get your shit together. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know, but like that's the thing too, right? Like, you could say the same thing about Apple products, right? Like, you're paying more for Apple products that offer a more limited and less enjoyable experience. So, what do I know? What do I know when Apple's out there raking in the money, and people are happy to essentially have an overpriced phone that does less, or computer or laptop or anything, like, yeah, like that's kind of part of the problem though, right? Like, industry standard stuff, like, now, what is that, right? Like, I don't know, all that stuff is like so split. Like, people are using Unreal Engine for animation now, right? Like, the last Ghost in the Shell was done completely in Unreal. I think Blue-Eyed Samurai was done in Unreal, right? Like, so like a lot of like new like anime and stuff are just being done with a game engine, right? They're not even kind of going out of their way to like use like any of the like Maya or any of that stuff, right? And for all you know, they're probably using Blender to make the models, right? So it's, I don't know, it's really like, at least for me, like, I feel like they should be out there trying to do more to get people on board, right? Like even Clip Studio, like, a lot of people use that for animation. Like, so yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, that's for sure. So it's a weird way things are going, and then everybody's like, so afraid of AI, right? Like, and like I don't know. I've always kind of I find AI to be interesting, in and of the fact that, like, say you have some great key animators, right? Who've been in the animation industry forever, and they want to make a movie, right? No, but I'm just saying, like, artists and creators seem to have this real, like, hard to wrap their head around, like, AI being, like, a useful tool, right? And so, like, for me, I'm just like, if you think of, like, some of the greatest, like, anime out there, or anime directors, or key animators, or any of those guys, it's like, have some of the greats do all the keyframes, and then have the AI do the in-betweens, right? And then the guy who's doing the keyframes can go in and tweak what the AI did, and your animation budget is a fraction of what it was to actually make, like, a full-fledged animation, right? Like, I'm looking at it as like a glass half full kind of situation, right? Like, because, like, I don't know, like, to me that's exciting. Like, if I was like, hey, I'm going to do all the keyframes, and the AI does the in-betweens, and I just tweak everything, because, like, I'm doing all the tough art, and making sure everything looks exactly the way I want it to, and then the AI just goes, okay, well, from him pulling back to punch to the punch that you want, the AI does that, like, then we're cool. Like, like, you're saving me, like, 3 seconds of animation is like weeks worth of work, right? Like, it's a lot of work. And so if I could just do the start and the end and then tweak the in-betweens with AI, man, like, it would kind of liberate animation for a lot of creators, I think. And I just think it would, like, you would see far less stuff like farmed out to China or Taiwan or whatever. And then you would see, like, a lot of animation directors do all the directing and storyboarding in-house and keyframes in-house, and then have AI do the in-betweens and the tweaking. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it could just be huge in that regard, right? Like, I'm not a fan of people just like being like, oh, look, I used AI and I'm claiming I'm an artist or I'm a prompt engineer or whatever that bullshit is. Like, that's not art in any capacity, right? Like, but I think, like, as a tool, like, if you were being like, hey, I'm doing the heavy lifting here, and the AI is taking some of the drudgery out of, all the in-between work, then I'm cool with it. Like, if AI could do flats, I would allow AI to do my comic book flats in a heartbeat, right? Like, if you could reliably flat your books with AI, why wouldn't you? Like, why would I hire and fire Dutch over and over again if I could literally just, get AI, just throw it in, boom, it recognizes the shapes. It's like, that's a person. I'm going to put the flats in for that person. That's a building. It's going to be a different color. That's a car. It's going to be a different color. Like, if you can get that, like, that's a huge time saver, right? And you're not getting sucked into, just doing drudgery. Like, that's kind of the thing that kind of, like, kind of puts the kibosh on a lot of that stuff for people. Like, or it's kind of like the same thing with, like, Jimmy Reyes, right? Like, where he basically, his colorist screwed off on him, and he had to learn how to color, right? He was an artist and writer of his own book, but he wasn't a colorist. And so he was like, okay, now I have to hire a colorist. And so if he was able to get AI to do the flats for him, and then he could color the book, huge time sink. His book would likely be colored and out by now. He wouldn't have found Jesus or whatever he did. I don't know. It's one of those things, right? Like, I'm all about the tools helping make the creative process better and more enjoyable. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I would like to say eliminating some of the friction for creators, but that has a kind of denotes, like, ease and laziness. And I'm not saying, like, that you don't put in the work, you don't learn anatomy, you don't learn all the stuff, right? Like, yeah, right. Like, Adobe programs are forcing you to use AI and not make things yourself. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want. Welcome back, K-pop. But, like, yeah, I'm not saying, like, just allow the program to create for you, right? Like, I think that's a different conversation, right? Like, it's like you want to remove some of the drudgery while also, being the 100% creative force behind the thing, right? Like, and because there are a bunch of people using AI for comics, they're not drawing anything. They're just putting in prompts, and they're like, okay, this person does this person does that. Like, there's a guy standing in a room, and you can see the AI stuff in the comic. You can tell. Like, AI has a very distinct look when people use it to make things. But, like I'm saying, like, with doing flats, with doing in-betweens, things like that, where you have a master, you have someone who's put in the work, and this allows them to do projects that they never could on their own, right? Like that's where I'm pro AI being an assistant, being a thing that helps, right? But yeah, I'm definitely like, you know, yeah, like absolutely go in, do all the hard work, learn the anatomy, learn, do all your layouts, do all that kind of stuff, right? Like I want to see, people's actual creative output, their voice, the whole bit, right? I don't want to see somebody type a prompt in and be like, okay, that's my creation, and it's like, no, that's not your creation at all. But that kind of bit where you're just like, hey, it can provide help without being the driving force, right? Like I think that's where people get it twisted, right? And hey, maybe it's a slippery slope. Fuck, I don't know, right? Like where you're like, oh, okay, I use AI for this. Well, what's the harm in using AI for that, right? I get it. Like in a lot of those scenarios, but I do think for animation specifically, if you have a key animator who's been working on things like Cowboy Bebop or any of these like classics, Akira, like you think about like having the key animator who animated all the keyframes, all those guys on Akira, and then being like, okay, you guys can make a movie with AI. You guys are doing all the keyframes. The AI is going to do the in-betweens. I think you would see some really cool stuff come out of those masters, right? And so, yeah. Yeah, even when I was making thumbnails, like everything myself, Adobe insists on using. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying using AI prompts to do your work for you, right? Like that's the difference, right? Like I definitely want to see people do their own thing and everything come from the creator's hand, right? But my vision, my idea for it in it being a good tool for animation, and then plus you could do like if say somebody's like say, I don't know, say Todd McFarlane, right? His art style, is all shaded, a lot of heavy rendering. Greg Capullo, whoever, right? Whoever you want to put in there. Alex Ross, even, right? Say Alex Ross wanted to make a movie, an animated movie that looks like his painted art style. He would never be able to finish it in his lifetime, right? But if he was able to just paint the keyframes for the characters, right? And you wouldn't even get Alex to do the backgrounds, right? You get some other background animator, just like regular animation, to do the backgrounds, right? But if Alex did the keyframes, within 2 to 5 years, you could make a movie, right? Like you could make a thing and then the AI would do the in-betweens of each frame, of each action, and then you could go in and tweak it. Like that's where I see it like uplifting and actually being useful, right? But yeah, like but I get it. Like I get why people don't like AI. I get why I'm not using it, but like I see the potential for it to do things like do your flats for you. You don't got to fire and rehire the guy who's doing your flats if an AI does it, because I would always want to color my own work. I'd always want to pick my tones and hit my highlights and do all that kind of stuff, right, myself. But man, if the AI did my flats, I wouldn't feel bad about it at all, right? Like it's just putting flat colors in and making blocks of shapes. Like, I would not feel sad about a flatter not being able to flat at all, right? Like, to me that's like put the fries in the bag. Like, like I'm not really gonna lose sleep over somebody who does like a mundane job like that being replaced by AI. I'm just not. But, you know, that's just how it is. You know. Oh God. Oh, get out of here. Jeez. But yeah. But I don't know, it's like anything, right? Like, people were scared of fucking cameras. You know? And I do think that, like, you know, where a lot of the artists were really afraid of AI replacing them and all that stuff, my argument or my question to them is like, well, if you're so easily replaced by AI, what are you doing? Like, why are you an artist to begin with? If that's, you know what I mean? Like, why do you do it? If you know, a computer program can just replace you, why you even bother? You know, that's kind of my thing. It's like there's certain realities happening, and yeah, I've got second. Woo. Yeah, well, I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Like, from the corporations side, right? Like, you remove the pesky human element, right? You remove Ryan Johnson making, you know, a Star Wars movie and making, you know, Luke be, you know, a weird, you know, unheroic, uninteresting character, right? That kind of thing, right? Like, so if you have AI doing it and you're like, well, here's our script. This guy isn't going to change the script. This guy isn't going to, you know, add in little things, right? So when you remove the pesky human element from the equation, right? Like, I get why companies might want to do that, right? But, like, that's the thing, you know. That's not ideal. Like, I don't know, it's weird, like, because my logical, pragmatic, like, side of things kind of says, like, you know, hey, you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, well, what I'm doing is art, right? And I'm just like, okay, but there's a science to art. There is an objective good and bad to everything, right? Like, if somebody draws a person and it's objectively out of proportion, it's objectively bad, there's no subjective of a person come up and being like, yeah, but I think it looks good. And it's like, okay, well, you know, objectively and subjectively, excuse me, you're wrong, right? Like, there is a yes-no state to art, right? And there's, like, an in-between, right? Like, there are some things where people will be like, well, I actually do like that. You know, like, I'm a fan of the color orange. It has a lot of orange in it, so I think it looks cool. You know, I like Halloween or horror movies, so I think this is cool. Other people are like, well, I don't like horror movies. It's not my aesthetic. You know, I don't like, you know, whatever, right? And so that's why there is the objective, there is the subjective, right? Where there is an opinion. But, like, at the same time, like, if you have somebody who only reviews anime fighting games, right? They can objectively and subjectively review a football game, right? They can be like, well, when I threw the ball, it felt good, right? I don't like football, but the game played well. I'm not a fan of football, but I can tell you, yes, it works, right? Like, and so, like, that's the difference, right? Like, some people seem to refuse to, like, acknowledge that there is, like, you know, a technical term, a technical position on art and artistry, right? There is good, there is bad. You know, and sure, maybe emotionally you're on some kind of creative journey, right? But that doesn't mean that your stuff is good, right? Because you're happy with it doesn't mean it's good, right? Like, it just might be good enough for you. It's like that's the difference, right? Like, you know, that's why, like, some movies come out and people like them and don't like them. Like, you know, there's a subjective and an objective opinion about all this stuff. But yeah, right? Like, that's why you get those people in their little indie books, and they're like, I made this character when I was 12. And I'm like, okay, well, you should have left it in your 12-year-old state and created something as an adult that was actually good, right? Like, when your emotions and you're too close to it, that kind of stuff is just like, you know, okay, grow up and realize that what you're creating is trash. Objectively, like, you know, it is objectively trash. Learn anatomy, learn storytelling, you know, all that kind of stuff. Because, like, you know what I mean? There is a hero's journey. There is, you know, a way stories are told and that people universally accept, you know? That's just how it is, right? Hey, what's going on, Phil? How you doing? But yeah, I think that's the reality of it, right? You're on the road to a great catharsis at 2 a.m. What's going on, Phil? How you doing? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 3 here. You know. But yeah, like, that's the thing, right? Like, you kind of have to. I don't know. I think there are ways, like, it's kind of the funny thing, and it's like dumb to me because, like, I don't know. To me there is like an on-off, a yes-no to art, and so when I see a lot of people and they're like showing off their work or talking about what they're trying to do, you know, and it is objectively bad, and you're just kind of like, Jesus, well, somebody please, like, why do I have to be the asshole that tells you as a 50-year-old man, your art looks like it's like by an 8-year-old? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do I have to be that asshole? You know, why can't, like, that's the thing, right? Like, why can't you see it? Why, as a person who looks around the room or the internet and can see art and tutorials and all this stuff, why is it that you are showing me your work and acting like I should be buying your book? You know what I mean? And how many times have I been wrong, Noah? How many times have I been wrong about the AI? And then there was that one girl who did the paintings that we, like, questioned. We went into her thing and said, hey, why do you have the exact same picture done 2 different ways? How is this not AI? Please explain your working method. You know. So yeah, like, that's the thing too, right? Like, you know, there's people out there, like, doing interesting things, and it is kind of weirdly getting muddled with this hot combination of really bad art and then people doing stuff, and you're like, is this AI? What is happening here? Like, you know, what is going on? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, like, no, I see terrible stuff all the time on a lot of these shows, and I'm just like, God damn, guys. You know, and it's like the kind of thing I say, like, you know, a lot of these people are 5 to 10 years too early to be asking money for a book. You know? And, you know, and it's one of those things, like, right? Like, who am I? Who am I to say that? I'm just a dude, right? Like, but objectively, I look at people's work and know that they wouldn't pay, if it wasn't themselves promoting their work, they would not buy their art in a book if they saw it in a store, right? I know for a fact they would, right? And the only time they're buying any of these books by their buddies or whatever is because they're their friends, right? They just want to support their friends or the community or whatever, right? They're not buying these books to read them because they wouldn't buy a Marvel book that looked like that. They wouldn't buy a DC book that looked like that. And they would complain about how terrible and shitty the art is at Marvel, right? Like, the whole time, while showing me a book that looks subpar compared to even the crap that's in some of these Marvel books, right? Like, that's the real... Yeah. It's frustrating, right? Like, there are people, like, basically talking out of both sides of their mouth, right? They're like, oh man, these Marvel books are terrible, and then they're like showing off their books and the people don't even know how to draw faces, like, you know, or anatomy is just constantly fucked up, and it's just like, you wouldn't get hired at Marvel today, right? No, but like, it's not even that people are hypocrites. Like, most people are, I agree, right? But, right, because like, how many people do you know today even that you spoke to who said one thing yesterday or the day before or the week before, and then today they are saying a completely different thing, and you're like, well, which fucking one is it? Like, seriously. Like, can you figure it out so that I know where you're coming from? Like, that kind of shit, right? And so, yeah, like, because that's the thing. Like, if you can't, I don't know, if you can't be consistent or at least understand where someone's coming from, it's like, fucking, you know, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so that's the thing, right? Like, at least I'm consistent in, you know, right? Listen, you gotta just, you know, chillax, kind of lizard brain the Mario Kart while you talk, you know. I couldn't even tell you what I placed in any of these races. I'm barely even paying attention. Well, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with you changing your opinion on something. Like, you know, hey, new information comes to light, and you're like, hey, I feel differently about that now than I did 2 months ago, right? But then, like, if you're like saying, like, oh, hey, I'm doing this because of this reason, or I don't want to do this because of that reason, so I'm not going to do it. And then you keep doing it, or you keep, like, making excuses for why you're doing it, then I have a problem with it. Because I'm just like, are you lying to yourself? Are you lying to everyone else? Like, what is the deal, right? Like, why is that a thing? And, like, you know, I'd rather you be consistent in general than just kind of all over the place, right? What's this? To be honest, I ain't using programs that often anyway, but I taught myself IBS Paint, Switch, Creatia, yeah. I found emotion. Well, I mean, that's the thing too, right? Like, you have to kind of find something that makes the learning of the program interesting, like whether it's a project or some kind of thing that, like, you want to do that you're like, hey, this would be way better if I had the skills to do it. Yeah. Listen, always be switching, you know. But yeah, like, yeah, that's kind of my thing, right? Where the at least be consistent, like, you know, like I don't know. I guess the best way to put it is, like, I'm not going to, I don't know, my stance on people's terrible indie books is never going to change, right? Like, I think most of the people that are putting these books out and acting like people should buy their books because they're indie or because they're underground or whatever dumb nonsense, or because it's their friend group or whatever, like, I don't know, like, that kind of stuff is dumb. Like, I've never backed a book from any creator that I wasn't legitimately interested in. So if I didn't back a book by somebody, it's because I wasn't fucking interested in what they were doing. They might be great people, they might be nice people, their art might even be good. But if I didn't back it, it's because I just didn't care about what they were doing, right? Like, you know, and that's just kind of the reality. Like, I'm not going to go buy, I don't know, some like, I don't know, Western book, let's say, if I'm not into Westerns, right? Like, I'm just not even going to waste my time with it. And so that, like, that's the thing, right? And so, yeah, that's, I don't know. It's one of those situations where you're just kind of like, you know, I don't know. I just don't, I also don't think, like, here's the thing, right? I also don't think it's good for the indie creators themselves to have people pity back their books, right? Like, if you can't get eyes on your book yourself, you don't have the personality or the charisma, or your book itself isn't good enough that people want to buy it, that is the market speaking, right? That is people actually voting with their wallet and not buying your book because it doesn't interest them, right? Like, and I get there is an aspect to it where, sure, you know, you can have the best book on planet Earth, but if nobody sees it, it doesn't matter. That is a reality. I completely get that, right? Like, I completely get that. You know, it is hard to get eyes on your book and all that kind of stuff too. But you still have to put in the work. You still have to grind. You still have to build a base. You still have to have word of mouth. Like, if your shit's good and people read it, they will tell people, right? Like, that's the thing, right? They will want to be the cool kid in the club, being like, "Did you see this thing I found? It is awesome," right? And so, like, that's the thing, you know. So, like, I don't know, because I think early on in, like, CG or in a lot of these other kind of groups that are doing these, like, crowdfundings and stuff like that, there were a lot of books that just should have never been funded. They should have never been backed, but people were, like, you know, all high on, you know, helping people fulfill their dream and all this stuff like that, right? And it's just like, okay, that's great, but you're not owed fulfillment. You're not owed your book being backed, right? Like, it's a product. The second you start asking for money for it, it has to be worth the money you're asking for. It has to be, you know, as good as, you know, any book that you would walk into, you know, a comic book shop or a big box bookstore or whatever. You know, it has to be as good as any manga that's selling 10 million copies, right? Like, it's an actually competitive market, and you're not really owed sales. You're not really owed anybody, you know, buying your book because, you know, you're, you know, a 50-year-old man making a book. Like, you're just not owed that shit, right? You're not owed that because you're in a friend group. You're not owed that because you're part of, you know, some movement, right? Like, your book still has to be good. It still has to meet the basic requirements of a product that people are charging money for, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just that kind of shit kind of got old for me really quick. And so, yeah, I'm absolutely wanting to see these, like, these people, like, I don't know, like, and it's a thing too, like, if your book got pity funded, you know, I don't think that serves you in the end. But I also, like, if your book isn't good and people pity funded you, they're not going to back your second book. So they're kind of already setting people up for this, like, failure, right? You know, and so it's very bizarre. It's like the whole thing about it's bizarre because some people are like, oh, well, you know, like, I want to see them make their book, and I'm like, okay, but what if their book's not good enough to be made, right? Like, what if it's just not good, right? Like, they're not owed anything. Like, you know, like, why pity back people? Why, like, go in there and be like, oh, this is my bro, and it's like, okay, but would you buy your bro's book if you didn't know him? You know. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing too, right? Like both of those comments, I think some people want to make a comic, not necessarily a good one, and it happens because people make a book just because someone else wanted to, right? Well, and here's the thing. Okay, here we go, Phil. You just like making art, right? And that's cool, right? Like, no matter what kind of art it is, right? Like, you can make the art and you can show it off, and the art journey is never ending, right? Like, you can always learn. There's always something to learn. You can be 80 years old and still growing and learning and developing as an artist, right? Like, it's one of those things, as long as your mind still works and your hands still work, you can continue to create and evolve and do all that stuff, right? But, here's the thing. But, as soon as you start charging money for your art, right? Like, you can dance around in a tutu all day in your backyard, right? Like, you can spin around and you can be a pretty girl in your backyard, and you can put those videos on YouTube, and people can tell you how stunning and brave you are and how, like, creative you are and all that kind of stuff, right? And that's fine. But the second you start asking for money for your, spinning around in a tutu equivalent to art, it's open to critique. It's open to comparison to other art in that same field, right? It's very specific. But, like, you know what I mean? And so, like, if you're creating a comic book, you are immediately compared to every other comic book out there that's good. So you can't just put out crap, bad art, bad whatever, and then expect people to be, like, okay with it, or to fund you or back you, just because you're doing a thing, right? Like, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that kind of bothers me, right? And it's like, and there are people who are way better artists than a lot of these people, and they are having trouble funding and getting backed, right? And, like, so you have to actually be worth something. You have to actually, put out something that's of value, that looks of value, that gets the person who's going to be spending the money excited about what you're doing, right? And that's the thing. And, like, and you see a lot of these guys who are like, I don't want to make a YouTube channel. And it's like, bitch, nobody wants to fucking make a YouTube channel, right? Like ideally, you would sit at home alone in your office at a desk, drawing, painting, doing whatever it is you are, and then a company would publish and do all the promotion for you. Like, ideally, right? Like, that's where a lot of artists and creators, like, who came up in Marvel and DC and Image and all that stuff, it's, you didn't know, like, even when you were younger, you didn't know who Jim Lee was or any of these people that were making the books. Like, you were just kind of like, oh shit, like, it says Jim Lee and, Chris Claremont. Like, I don't know who they are. Like, you have no concept of who they are. So you're just buying the books based on your love for the property, and then, like, how cool the books are once you actually get them. And you keep buying them because they're cool. Not because of Jim Lee. It's like after the fact that you're kind of like, man, this one artist on X-Men is really good. I'm going to buy those books because I like him on X-Men. Right? Like, or Todd McFarlane on Spider-Man or whatever, right? Like, you don't really, you're not really buying them specifically for that at the time. You're buying them because they're awesome. Right? Like, and so I feel like a lot of people are forgetting that, right? Like, Todd McFarlane was a nobody. Jim Lee was a nobody before they were Jim Lee, before people gave a shit about them scribbling on a piece of paper and handing it over to them and them paying $50 or $100 for it or whatever, right? And so, yeah, like, I think that's the thing. Like, a lot of people seem to think it's just, like, supposed to happen. And it's like, it's one of those things, like, you're not owed anything. You're not entitled to success. You have to, some of it's luck, some of it's, persistence and tenacity, but the reality is like, you have to put in the work regardless, right? Let's go to the beach. Listen, you're not owed shit, Noah. Nothing. Going in this pipe. Well, listen, I agree. There is quite a difference between talent and delusion, right? Because here's the thing though. You see a lot of mediocre to poor artists who are just out there pushing every day, and they're just in your face, and they just kind of succeed through persistence, right? Like they literally, it's just because they keep showing up and keep showing up and keep showing up and keep going like, look at my stuff, like, and so like, you know, you do see that, right? Like, because if you're the only one like out there and you're pushing yourself on people and other artists who are way better aren't, then, you know, people are gonna see the guy who's mediocre over the guy who's like quietly, you know, busting his ass and doing incredible work, right? Like, that's just the reality of it. Like, that happens all the time. You see a lot of people who just happen to kind of keep opening their mouth and showing off their stuff, get work, right? Like, you see them just like, you see indie books all the time with terrible art and terrible covers and terrible whatever, because it's just some guy browbeat the writer into letting them do work for them, right? Like, that happens all the time. They just kind of kept going like, oh, you know, and a lot of writers don't know any better anyway, right? They don't, like, a lot of writers aren't artists. They just want somebody to draw the pictures, right? They want it. They want the production line to happen, and they don't really care, you know, who's doing it. So yeah, I don't know. God damn it! That person is Japanese on YouTube. Listen, it is what it is, right? Like, goddamn motherfuckers! Look at all these assholes. I'm trying to wax philosophical here, philosophically, and these motherfuckers keep running me over. You know, where's the realness? Where's the, you know, where's the respect? You know, exactly. But yeah, it is what it is. You know. Yeah. Listen, I like, listen, you gotta keep it clean, you gotta keep it waxed, you know, you gotta be ready for any occasion, you know, right, exactly, where's the respect, where's it gone? That's a good question, but yeah, I don't know, but you do see it though, there's like just a lot of people who seem to presume and assume that people are gonna like and buy their shit, right? It's very interesting. There is like what seems like a lot of, you know, oh look, everybody's hanging out here. A lot of just entitlement. It is interesting. Like, it's just like, no, you're gonna buy my stuff, and it's like, well, what if it's not good? And they're like, what? That's not real. That's not real. What? Exactly. I'm out in these SpongeBob streets, you know, out here on the ocean, you know, the motion of the ocean, breaking shit up. It's good. I like it. Listen. Yes, SpongeBob's with attitude. You know? Pineapples under the sea. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody knows. Everybody knows what's up. I could move this over here. I feel like I'm kind of leaning. Got a lean on today, you know, where I'm over here like this. But yeah. You know how it is. You know how it is. But yeah, I don't know. You know? Listen, I'm out of the corner now. You know what I'm saying? I moved myself. It is how it is. I usually put it over in the corner, but then I'm kind of sitting more over. But I think I moved my camera. And, because I was moving stuff around on the drawing part of the desk. You know? Alright, we're bullet billing. We're 24th. That's right, let's get up here. Let's get this drift in. Get these boosts in. These scary boosts. Oh god. Let's go. Ding. It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah, right? Like, my victory, it's more of a moral victory, subjectively. You know? We'll just glip and glide here. Let's go. Right? Like, the thing is, it's like I'm, like, super lizard braining this. I'm barely even, like, conscious of what's actually happening. It's kind of funny. Yeah. I'm just happy to be sitting here doing this. You know, tomorrow there would be more work to do, you know. See, look at that. We were at 24th and we end up in 10th. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. No, it didn't throw me off my game at all. I'm just kind of used to it at this point. You know. Yeah. We just do the don't. Oh, that's fully. Let's see if we. Oh, this person's excited. Let's ruin their day. You know. You can't let this kid be excited. No way. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta go. Hey, what the hell's this? This is dumb. Why is this a thing? Man, I swear I'm gonna get this Wario shipyard. You know what I mean? This is my solemn hope that I get the shipyard, but no. But yeah, I am actually impressed, right? Like all my ranting and raving aside, this game runs incredibly well. Like this is on, like, you know, this is the open world, and it's essentially like works like a perfect lobby. Like it just, you know, there's been no like stutter, there's been no like lag or anything like that, you know. Listen, who knows what may befall. Like, see, there's a lot of, the kind of thing with Mario Kart is there is so much random shit. So, like, your skill's only going to take you so far if you're in first place and someone hits you with a blue shell, right? Like, you know? And so, like, even though you can drift the whole way and do all this stuff, like, you know, if you're not getting it done, it doesn't matter, right? Like, see, we're boosting here, we're hitting things, we're going. What? I can try to win this time? Get out of here. I wasn't even trying to win this entire time, and I got second once. You know? So it is what it is, right? See, I just get hit with a random thing here. I'm just whipping through. You know? Jesse up here. Looking to get got. You know? Let's go. Oh, that's interesting. It just took me across the water. It's kind of a shortcut. You know? Oh, see, look. I'm second place, and this motherfucker hits me. Look at these people. Look at them. You got crabs, bitch. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we got some other motherfucker. I'm getting all my grill. Look at these motherfuckers. See, get zapped. Japanese B Mario. Look at this stuff. Just drifting. Look at this stuff. I'm telling you. Incredible. You know? Get going, get off this wall. Unreal. See that? Bullet build me right at the end? Yeah, right? What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do? Alright. You know? It is what it is. What's that? You know? Who knows? What kind of time we got here? 1:45. Alright. We'll zip zap. Oh, what's up there? Can I get up there? Listen, there's no backseat kart driving, Sumo. Oh, let's get this. You know? Alright, one of these days we're going to get this Wario shipyard. One of them. Right? Yeah. Because winning is winning. Right? Winning is winning. Doesn't matter if it's by a car length. You almost had nothing. Like, let's watch Fast and the Furious 1. You know? You almost had nothing. That's what I'm saying. Saying Dominique Toretto. You know? Saying, what's up, Dom? Let's go up here. Is there anything cool? Oh, let's get these coins. Let's go. Let's get this little snack. It is about family. See, everybody knows. Winning is winning. Charlie Sheen's still winning. Yes, he is. Listen, Charlie Sheen's only got one speed and it's go. You know? Let's do some cocaine. Let's all go to the mountains. Powder's fine. You know? See, that's your only option. Haha. Alright, let's get in here. Look at this motherfucker. Bumping and bouncing me. I'm just a real human boy. I'm getting hit with this shit? Can you believe this? Can you believe it? Mothers against drunk drivers. I swear to God. Look at these. Is that a Japanese penguin? Because I'm here to fuck up a Japanese penguin. You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking Japanese penguins. They're the ones that are causing the problems, right? You know? Yeah. God damn it. Mothers against drunk driving. You gotta be all about it. Is that Cirilito? God damn. I miss Cirilito. Those are the days. Aha, get got, Cirilito. You motherfucker. Alright, we're going for it. We are going for it. I don't know what it is, but we're going for it. Oh! God damn it, we're being blinded by the sheer awesomeness. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. We're drifting. We're boomeranging. That's right. Motherfuckers getting boomed on. Whoa. Here we go. We're drifting. We're drifting. Let's go. God damn. Motherfuckers. Alright, we're whipping, we're whipping. Where did that guy come from? Incredible. Incredible. From the bayou to the stratosphere. Listen, that's how you get a roll. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you go to the streets. Sometimes the streets come to you. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. It's real. It's a realist. You know? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're dropping. We're dropping. Damn, what are you doing with your life, awesome one? Incredible. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bip bop. Right? We're bip bopping. 666. The number of the beast. I unlocked a vehicle. Taxi? Oh, I unlocked a bunch. God damn, it's blinding. Baby racing. God damn. You know? I like this Yoshi in a top hat. It's debonair. There's an elegance. There's a sophistication to Yoshi in a top hat. That sticker is going on my vehicle. I just want to look at. All right, yeah, it's fine. I just want to look at the vehicles that I unlocked. Big horn. You know what I'm saying? Yo, girl, I'm Big Horn. Rallygator. I just met her. Bowser Bruiser. You know, that's how it goes. Oh, look at this. The Dread Sled. Ooh. W Twin Chopper. Damn. The Ribbit Revster. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Yeah, so we're unlocking a bunch of stuff. Oh, here we go. Yes, the Hot Rod. Fire Flower. We're getting there. We're unlocking stuff. We're going. But Bowser Bruiser. Yes, it's the Mario's the Mario Brothers Kama Sutra. You know, it's got all the positions in it. You know, there's the toadstool. I'll let you think about what the toadstool is. You know, there's the Birdo. You know, right? The Birdo. Oh yeah. You know, there's the I've seen too much. There's that motherfucking penguin. Look at this bastard. God damn. You've been avoiding rogue streams and mostly watching streams at 9 p.m. Why so? Why so, awesome one? Why would you do that? You know? You know what I'm saying? Something belongs in that giant hole called a mouth. I agree. Damn. Damn true. You found a handicapped Hot Wheels toy one day. Now, okay, was the Hot Wheels toy a wheelchair? Or did someone break the Hot Wheels toy? You know? Because I don't know. Ow! Just hit my fucking toe on my garbage can. God damn. God damn. Alright, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch it up. We're going to switch it up here at the end. We're going to switch it up. It's complicated, the whole health issue with Mom. I'm sitting with her. Oh, really? How is your mom doing? Hopefully, well. Are going to be well. You know. Okay, we're gonna bop out of Mario Kart. We're gonna pop into some Fast Fusion. You know what I'm saying? It was a wheelchair. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, some person. How you doing? Okay, so we've got to redo this because we got the new car, right? We never did the Mech Zoo, so we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Little Fast Fusion when the screen isn't bopping out on me. I like it. I like it. Let's go. It's got the, you know, kind of F-Zero Wipeout vibe going. Let's go. Let's get in here. We had some issues with the screen bopping and booping. I'm not a fan of that. But today we're good. We're good today. Except for that part, we're not good. You know? We thought we were good until we weren't good. And then we got good again. You know? But yeah, it's kind of quick to switch over and see. We gotta switch. A switch. There we go. We're good. All right. Yes. There we go. I don't know what that meant. Why would he say that to me? Ho ho ho! We are going. Switching to blue. Damn. Oh my god. Why did that not work? Incredible. There we go. Switch to blue. So yeah, you gotta switch your polarity for these boosts. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta stop messing around. We gotta get serious here. Serious as a heart attack. Oh my god. Alright. Let's get more serious. Let's get even seriouser. There we go. We're gonna be the most serious. Yes. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, we're going. Switch. Yes. These boost pads. Boom. Excellent. Gotta watch out for these giant balls. You know? They could happen to you. You know? That's what I like to watch out for. Giant ass balls. Look out. I'm bending space-time. Wow. Okay. There we go. We're getting the hang of it. Nope. Oh god, why? There we go. There we go. Woo! Woo! Keep it clean. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Final lap, dog. I'm gonna go up. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, boo boo! I'm going up top. Oh god, why? God, why? Man. I'm telling you. Let's fucking go. Third. Unreal. Alright, gotta switch polarity. Boost, boost, boost. Switch polarity. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Yeah. Whoa. Jesus. I'm hyperdimensional, dog. Didn't you know? Now you know. Alright, go, go, go. There we go. Switching. Switching ain't stitching. There we go. Yes. Creamy. Buttery. Let's go. I'm not doing that. I want to jump there. I want to. I want it. I want it so bad I can taste it. God damn it. Let's go. Let's go. Boop, boop, boop. That better be first. That's right. Are these balls from the demo? I don't know. Damn. Gigantic ass balls. It could happen. It could happen to you. Like it's real. You know, you could get gigantism. You know, and then what? You know. Damn. Okay. No. I don't know. I don't know, awesome one. Is there a spiked ball demo? Hmm? 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 These are the questions I don't have the answers to. At least not yet. You know, I want to have the answers. I really do. Switch. Boosting. Come on, let's boost again. Like we did last booster. You know? These guys are jumping here. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Let's fucking go. But this game is pretty cool because you can actually, like, fuse cars, which is pretty neat. There we go. Make your own kind of customs and stuff like that. And, you know, and it's also like F-Zero and Wipeout. And, oh, we got motherfuckers trying to come in and get in on my shit. Nobody likes that. Don't get in on my shit. Oh, bomb down. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Only 2 laps to go. And I want to win. And taste the victory. You know? Tastes better than annoyance. I'll tell you that for free. We're gonna boost. We're gonna pick these coins up. And away we fucking go. We're gonna boost. Yes. Man, have you boosted today? That's what I'm doing. Straight boosting. Straight fucking boosting. Yes. Let's go. Wow, that's crazy. Why are my eyes doing that? That's bending my skull in a way I don't like. You know? Let's go. There we go. See, way better when your screen isn't flicking out black on you all the time, you know? That's just me. Just me. It's the fucking final lap. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for not seeing what's happening in the chat right now. Because I'm focused. Like a laser. You know? Focused. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. This motherfucker, why is he... He thinks he can step. You know what I mean? You can't step, bro. No way. God damn. This is madness. Can I make it over to there? Is that an extra different path I could be taking? Because that's fucking cool. I'm all about that. Alright, let's go. Switch to blue. Switch to red. Boost, boost, boost until you're dead. Boom. Let's fucking go. First place. Let's fucking go. What we got happening here? Grok says you're welcome for the Elgato, removing the pink for the blue. Hmm? Hmm? Does victory taste like pussy? Pussy? Putang? Listen, victory, listen. Sometimes when races are based on skill, handling, not some degenerate in his mom's basement with a blue shell. You know? You're gonna win. That's how it is. Look at these big Wookiee, Ewok-esque, you know, things. Oh, there we go. Let's go. All these motherfuckers, get out of my way. These guys harshing my vibe. I don't like it. Don't harsh my vibe. Yes. Yeah, this game's excellent. It's like 15 bucks. It's like a Switch 2 launch game. But there was a fast RMX, I believe it's called, on the Switch 1. If you have a Switch, you could also be playing a game like this in your leisure. You know? Oh god. It has a really good sense of speed and height. Like, right, when you're like looking at the stuff and you're like, whoa, I'm high. You know, like a butterfly in the sky. You know, I can fly twice as high. You know? Get your reading rainbow on. Oh shit. Damn. Oh, that guy got fucking cooked. Damn. I hate it for him. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, game? Yeah. Get out of my way. Get out of my life. Get out of my way. You know? Here we fucking go. We're boosting, we're boosting. Boosting. Blah, 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 blow fishing. You know? That's kind of a deep cut. But it's a good cut. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cut of beef. There we go. Oh, yes. There we go. Bam. Switch. Boost. Jump. What? Where did this motherfucker come from? What's he think he's doing? I don't like this guy's attitude at all. Damn. Unreal. You're bopping through. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I think we got it. Oh, final lap. We're boosting through, we're boosting. Man, that guy's right on my ass. I can see it. I can see my ass and he's on it. Let's fucking go. Let's boost and boost some more. You know what I mean? Alright, we're gonna go low this time. You know? You ever go low? I like to go low. Sometimes. You know, not all the time. Because then they expect it. You know? So you gotta kind of make it special. You know, because if you just go low all the time, they're gonna be like, he goes low all the time. You know? You just can't spoil them, you know? You gotta make it feel like a treat. You know? Alright, let's go. Boost, boost, boost. Bam. Oh. There we go. God damn. Alright. Here we go. Boo, boo, boo. And some boosting. Some more boosting. Some switching. Some jumping. Some more boosting. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. No, the music and stuff's pretty good in it. The whole package, pretty enjoyable, I will say. You know? It's good stuff. Yes. We're in the victory lane. I almost forgot what it felt like. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Why won't it play the disc? Like, isn't it installed? Like, didn't you install it from the disc? Or will it just not read discs at all anymore? Because that sucks. You know, I mean, you could replace your hard drive, but it would probably cost you like 80 or 90 bucks. You know? Oh, there we go. We got some stacks. Now I can buy the next championship. Yeah, there we go. It's weird that you have to buy the cups. Apparently it won't run the DLC off the disc. Weird. That is bizarre. I've never heard of that before. That's a wild situation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What did they announce? Something that they were discontinuing hardware support for the PS4? Because that's kind of crazy. Because there are like what, 140,000 PS4s or something like that. 140 million, I should say. PS4s out there. Like it's a large number, right? Like, because there's like only like 50 million PS5s. And way more PS4s out there. So that seems foolish to me to essentially ignore that large of a user base. Right? Like, Sony was still updating and doing stuff for the Vita and the PS3, like, up until very recently. So that seems wild to me that they would talk about doing any kind of discontinuing for the hardware, but you never know. Oh my god, a space whale. Goddamn space whale. It's a sand whale, maybe? I don't know. I'm not here to judge what kind of whale this is. You know? That's just me. God damn. Go, go, go. This motherfucker right here wants to play hardballs. And I just want to win. Is that gonna kill me? Yeah, alright. God damn it. Fucking. I was like, am I gonna do something cool here, or am I gonna get screwed? I guess it was screwed. You know? Man, these tracks are wild, though. Switch. We're boosting. We're boosting. First place is just right ahead. Alright. Away we go. Seriously, dude? What? How does that even work? Get going. Oh. Oh. I take it if I boost near them. Yeah, okay. 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 So if you boost near them, it actually damages them. Alright, cool, cool, cool. We figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. Man, that's some air. Alright. We go red, blue, boost, 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 red. You know? It's kind of the thing you have to do. Alright, let's go. It's kind of interesting that that's kind of the only way you can kind of attack in the game, is like by boosting the other cars, and it almost like pit maneuvers them, I guess, in a way. Just boost, real boost, and keep on boosting. You know? Let's go. I think we... Oh, Jesus. God damn it. Got greedy. Got greedy. Go, go, go. Got greedy. Oh, there we go. Excellent. 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 Boom. We did it. Telling you. You'll be a PC gamer someday. See, the thing is like I like owning physical copies of games, right? Like I like reaching over here and being like, you know, physical Panzer Dragoon. You know, I like to reach in here and I don't know, grab this. What do we got here? this copy of Chaos Child. I like to have a physical copy of Chaos Child, you know? Whatever it is. Okay, here we go. I like to have... This is why I like to have this right here. This Akira Criterion Edition on Laserdisc. Right? Like I like opening this and being like, ooh, you know. But like I have it on Blu-ray. I have Akira on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. I have it on Laserdisc. I have it on UMD. You know, I have it on VHS. You know, right? Like I like physical copies of things. It's just. I own it. I can, like, because here's the thing, like, I don't, like, and that's the thing, like, we were talking about it the other day. I don't think you were here, Phil, last night. You know, it's like, I don't have a complete collection of anything, right? Like, I don't have a complete Wii collection or PS1 collection, because I curate the collection, right? Like, I don't want to own every game, because I don't want to play Madden. I don't want to play, you know, whatever, right? And so, like, I'm gonna have Chrono Trigger and Vagrant Story and, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics or Wild Arms, right? Like, those are the games I'm going to have. Those are the games I'm going to cherish, right? And so, like, that's the thing, right? Like, that's where you're like, yes, give me the classics, give me the good stuff. That's what I want, right? And so I'm down with all that stuff. Like, that's why I want a physical collection. So it's more to me about access. It's not about, like, you know, bragging. It's not about, like, any of that stuff, right? It's literally about just having access to the things I enjoy, right? Like having a library of the things that you've curated that you want, you know, to be able to enjoy at your leisure, right? That's the way I look at it. Oh, boom. Goddamn. This game's doing some big jumping. Oh god. Right off the side, man. No rails, nothing. You're just at the mercy of your own folly. God damn it. I don't like being at the mercy of my own folly. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's a shortcut down there. Alright. Jesus Christmas! Oh! Man. Just dropping like a rock there. Let's go. Switch. 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 Damn. I don't know what I'm doing. Goddamn. That was weird. Holy shit. Also, this fucking music's a jam. Holy shit. I don't... Oh, shit. I didn't think I was gonna make that. Holy fucking hell. Crazy. This game's nuts. D's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, switch. Ooh. Man. Oh, you gotta know that turns there. Go, go, go. I don't think I'm... Oh my god. I didn't think I was gonna make that. I thought I was fucking dead. That's fucking crazy. Did that guy just fall off? Holy shit. Come on, let's fist again, like we did last summer. You know? Okay, we're gonna go big, and we're gonna pull back. Okay. That was weird. But I'll do it. If it works, it works. You know? That's a... I like that jam. The ding 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 ding. Okay. There we go. Damn. It's crazy. Whew. You know? Damn. Your stellar grip technique. What? I don't even know what that means. You know? Oh, to change the view. Ooh, it's raining. Oh, shit. There's tornadoes on the track. Alright. If I push up. Oh, weird. Okay. Alright, we're going to underground. Seeing what's up. Switch. Switch. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, why? I wanted those coins. I'm a hungry, hungry hippo. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Alright. Let's get in here. Jesus Christ. Whoa! Did that guy get spun off? That was crazy. Shit. That guy did get spun off. Interesting. Nope. Nope. Whoa. Jesus. This game is pretty cool though. I like it visually. It's doing some things visually that's impressive. Wow. Let's go. Okay, I'm going for it. There we go. That's right. You gotta make those, take that chance. You know what I mean? Let's fucking go. Alright. No, no. Oh, things could be bad. But they're not. You know? Whoa, dude. That's crazy town. Okay, we got one more lap left. Final lap. Final destination. Something. Alright, let's go. Let's go. That's right. You, sir, are being passed. Let's fucking do this. Alright. The focus. The cunning. You know? The guile. You know? Those things. Right, we're blasting. We're blasting, we're blasting. No one can beat me. Nothing could stop me. You know? We did it. We did it. Yep. That's what you gotta do. You, sir, are being passed. You know? Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of great stuff. They have like the Fire Emblem Game Boy Advance RPGs and stuff like that. Like, okay, let's do that, right? You had Chrono Trigger on a ROM back when they were free, and there was a part where you had to press multiple buttons at once to cross a bridge, but the emulator didn't have the option, so I never finished. Damn. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of both the Switch. Like, I think, like, where's it at? My regular Switch is just right here, you know. Oh, it's saying words. But yeah, I still have my original Switch, and so, yeah, you know, I recommend the Switch. Is a good time. You know, if you don't have one, I would say just get a Switch 2 because you can still play Switch 1 games, and they run better and look better, and they have upgrades and stuff like that. So I'd be like, just do that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click out of here, and then I'm gonna go to where's it at? Game Boy Advance. Okay. Check this out. Check this out. There's actually some pretty good JRPGs here. Where are we at here? So, Fire Emblem, Sacred Stones, Fire Emblem, you know, boom. Golden Sun, The Lost Age. These are all excellent JRPGs, you know. Four Swords is pretty cool. What else we got here? You know, Metroid Fusion, Super Mario Advance. You know, look at this stuff. It's good times. Yeah, Kirby. Right here. And the Amazing Mirror. I have the other Kirby game, the Forgotten Land? I got that one on Switch, the Kirby Forgotten Land. Maybe I'll play that someday. It's wholesome. It's wholesome family fun. Wario Land 4, also excellent. Close, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of ridiculously good. Yoshi's Crafted World, Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. You know what I'm saying? Pocky and Rocky Reshrined, excellent. What else do I have? Anything super cool? House of the Dead, Bayonetta, Rumblefish, Astral Chain, Cruisin' Blast, so good. The Grandia. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's only one right answer here. Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast. Chef's Kiss, amazing. Front Mission First remake, also excellent. Super Mario RPG. Yeah, Phil. I knew I liked you. Grandia. Bakaru, look, Shin Kamen Rider Rumble, excellent. Little Tomba, you know, Splatoon. Little Shadow the Ninja Reborn, you know what I'm saying? Little Mario Kart, it's all here. Dragon Quest Monsters, Dragon Quest 2, 3, 1. I got the whole, the just good times. Look, I'm telling you. Little Valis, little Metroid Prime Remaster. I get all kinds of stuff I could be in. Okay, this game, great. The Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. If you played Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 back in the day, man, this game's so good. Little Shin Megami Tensei 5, you know? All kinds of stuff. Little Virtual Racing. Just good. Good stuff, you know? Luke and Rebecca, also good. If you've never heard of it or seen it on the Switch, it is good. You know? It's a good time. Got some Genesis, Super Nintendo. Let's see what JRPGs are in here for the Super Nintendo. I can't remember what they threw in here. It's been a hot minute, you know? Man, I'm getting the red beams. We got a little Harvest Moon, some Wrecking Crew, Nobunaga's Ambition, the New Horizons, Super Ninja Boy. Yeah, they've got more Kirby. Fighter's History, Kirby's Avalanche, Kirby's Dream Course. You know, Earthbound. You know, Joe and Mac. There we go. Breath of Fire 1 and 2. Excellent RPGs, both of these games. Good stuff for real. Earth Defense Force, excellent shooter. Wild Guns, little Zelda, little Valis. You know, all kinds of good stuff. It's a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Actraiser, absolutely. Yep. What else do we got here? Psycho Dream, also good. Little Joe and Mac, you know how it is. But you know what time it is? It's time for this guy to call it a night. You know, that's what this guy's doing. The one on Steam is annoying. Magical Drop's good. Magical Drop is a good time. But yeah, we're gonna slide over here. You know.
Wait, it gets worse.
This is an outrage.
It's so pathetic, bro. It is so fucking pathetic. I see this constantly. Like, if you can't handle direct, harsh criticism, quit. Just quit. Quit and go do something else. That's with streaming, YouTube, anything where you directly interface and you sell a product to the public. If you can't handle direct and brutal criticism, quit. Yeah, that's it. Like, and it will never get better.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, we just felt like hanging around.
Well, hang tight. Amazing rescue. Local youth, Rio Pacheco, saves rock group, the Holograms, from certain death. Pacheco tried its mysterious lead singer, Jem, with help in rescue. Great. Not only did you give Jerica's band $1 million worth of publicity, but you're lucky she didn't call the police.
Hey, lighten up. It's not our fault that Aja chick can't drive. Yeah!
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, hello, Zorak. Braxton,
I am very attracted to you.
I can hurt you.
Oh, waka chicka wow.